Hey, what's up, guys? This is Fanatic. I'm doing another, playing another game. This time it is for the GameCube, and I will be showing you which game it is right now. I'll not be playing on GameCube because my GameCube died a couple of years ago.
Deep into that darkness peering.
What game could this be?
Long I stood there,
Wondering, fearing, doubting. Alright, so let us play. I think. Alright, let me. I could always change it. Let me. I think it's fine. I can always change it during. Alright, so let's do. I'm not sure if that changes anything. Well, I guess I get the secret ending if I do this, right? So, you know what, let's do that.
Flesh, bone, bound together with the oddest magical incantation. This wretched book is where it all began so long ago, before time.
I should be able to beat this game quickly, because I have played it quite a bit.
Edward Roivas. I am a clinical psychologist. I am also dead.
Hey, spoilers.
This is not my story, nor even the story of the Roivas family. It is the story.
Roivas, that's a weird name. I wonder if we read it backwards.
Like it or not, believe it or not, as you will. Your perceptions will not change reality.
It's a shame we're never going to see this game or sequel ever.
On the edge of extinction for
Because Silicon Knights is gone.
Ignorant of so much and dependent
on so few.
The Guardians grow restless. Their time once again.
Whether by fate or misfortune.
Whether by fate or misfortune, my family has crossed their path.
And they didn't take kindly to it.
Their attention turns to my granddaughter.
Alright, I'm using the Wavebird, but
she is the last of my line.
It looks like it's going.
Hope for humanity.
Alright. Yeah, the soundtrack and the atmosphere in this game is incredible. Even though the graphics are kind of shitty now. Hey, what are you doing? Reload. This doesn't really matter. Shit. The darkness comes.
Remember me, Alex?
No.
Hello?
Miss Alexandra Roivas?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Inspector LeGrand.
That's a Lovecraft reference.
Sorry to disturb you.
I think that's from Call of Cthulhu. That's the investigator or whatever we'll call it, the cop.
I'll be on the next flight out.
And if you look at the clock, it's at 3:33, which is an important time. Yeah, this guy is always creepy in the game, but I think he's just
Ah, Miss Roivas, I'm pleased to meet you. I trust you had a pleasant trip?
Yes, I suppose so, considering.
Yes, my condolences. This is most unpleasant. It's a shame we couldn't meet under brighter circumstances.
Yes, it is. Can we get this over with, please?
Of course. This way. But I must warn you, it's not a pleasant sight. I'm afraid there's not much to see. Miss Roivas, is that your grandfather, Edward?
No, it's the mailman.
Yes, it's him. He's wearing our family ring.
It could be another dead guy with their family ring.
I don't understand. Why are you showing me this? Can't you check dental records or something? What is wrong with you?
It's my job, lady.
I'm sorry. It's my job, lady. You're the only living relative, and no, we can't check dental records. There's no head. None of this makes sense. There's no sign of intrusion, and there was certainly a lot of force used here. I have never seen anything like this in my 20 years on the force. We have no evidence except for the body, and what's left doesn't say much. We don't have a single clue.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Better find out who did this. I'm not leaving Rhode Island until you do. There must be some clue in this old mansion revealing what happened. I want answers.
So do I. I wish I had some.
2 weeks later. 2 weeks! Mysterious death and frustrating comments of the local police, Alex Valsta, blah 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 blah. Time has passed. Alright. Alright, so this is dark as fuck. Try to remember what's the run. Okay, left is run. Okay, this is telling you how to play. Alright, so it looks like I played it before. Alright, let's see how this looks on the screen. Oh god, no, I do not like that at all. It looks like one of those fucking aliens. Alright, so that's the attack. Call mention back into Alex, blah blah blah. Alright. This is Silicon Knights kind of it says blah. Silicon Knights' greatest game. They're known for I'm trying to think of. They did the originally Legacy of Kain games. I think, well, maybe at least the first one. And they also did a doors locked. They also did a remake of Solid Snake. What the fuck is it called? Something. Oh, losing. All right, so let's do that. There's a little painting. Metal Gear Solid. They did a remake of the first one. Alright, so we have to... That's not gonna work. And it broke. So we can't... There's not that many places to explore at this moment. There's old-time piano. And then Silicon Knights, and then they ended up getting sued because they ripped, I forgot what their story was, they ripped some sort of code or something. Or they were saying another company was ripping them off, and they ended up losing like fucking like millions of dollars. And there was supposed to be a sequel to this called like Shadows of the Ancients or something like that. And that went kaput. And there was no thing with, apparently one of the guys was a pedophile who was into, it was a really odd fucking series of events that happened. Alright, that's the Mantarok symbol, just in case if none of you know that. And for some reason, there's balls at the bottom of it's like testicles. Alright, so basically I explored everywhere so far. Alright, so let's check over here. No, let me change the... let's try that, just to see if it... Alright, that looks... I think that looks better. Alright, so this room, basically, there's a lot of shit you can't do until later in the game. Alright, there's a crank. I can't do anything with this yet. Wooden frame, it's a glossy surface, blah blah, there be dragons here. And this is essentially, this is probably one of the greatest H.P. Lovecraft games of all time. Well, there's probably only this and Call of Cthulhu, which was a PC game. And if we... Alright, this tells you the family's past. Alright, so nothing here. And I will examine here, and it will give you 3:33, which is the time you have to input somewhere. Alright, so we see books of supernatural, Poe, Lovecraft, Blake, Bosch. And it's never told who this person is, but it must be a relative of some kind. Alright, so this, and if you check over here, it says this is an event, something behind it. So you do 3:33. Yes. Well, this doesn't have to do with Lovecraft, but it's like loosely based on like Lovecraft lore. Let me see. Alright, so I don't have any weapons or anything. And this is essentially the Necronomicon. Alright, so I can't decipher that yet. Let me just look around. Some kind of mask or statue of some kind. And these are all essentially places in the game. Ancient City. Gladius, which I will equip now, but I really don't need until the end of the game. I thought there was like ammo and stuff here, but... Alright, let's do a quick save. Yes. Alright, this quality is going to be very shitty. This was originally an N64 game, and they ended up changing it to it was put on the GameCube. And this is probably the worst graphics in the game.
I had no knowledge of what was to come.
Nor did I care.
Nor did I care. How the knowledge changed me, it will also change.
And this is probably one of the greatest bad guys in all of video games.
You will come to learn fear as I have. You too will come to understand, or you will perish.
To think.
To think that once I could not see beyond the veil of our reality.
And really, the presentation of this game is fantastic. So is the voice acting. It's got like a lot of well-known voice actors.
For I have learned the frailty of flesh and bone.
I was once a fool.
I was once a fool. Where is Quies Candamest? Where is Conservondine? Facusatis aquae sumat, et animus eorum conferma. Hubna huis, dia sit modo prima multarum, si inceptum conficiamus.
Quam primum, Centurio Augustus. I would like to compliment you once more on your battle.
Wow, that was...
Our enemies did not have a chance. Do you believe that it really exists, Centurion?
I do not doubt our Emperor's beliefs.
Well, it's kind of funny because
orders.
one of the errors in this game is
Retrieve the artifact. And we must be strong
his name is Pious Augustus,
and patient.
but his last name would never be Augustus because Augustus is only for like the emperor or whatever.
Come to us, Pious Augustus.
He's just like a general or whatever. He would never have the last name of Augustus. This doesn't look foreboding. And yellow. I wonder what that means. Alright, so I can't go back. And this is one of the areas. Basically, this whole entire game, you essentially travel between like 3 different areas and different time periods. So you'll be seeing this area a lot. Ancient civilizations. And some people, I happen to like the combat in this game, but it's very clunky. It's not for everyone. Can't save. Yeah, what's cool is he looks at the flame. Alright, so I'm gonna wait for him because there's a little trap set for me. So basically with them, just do like whatever, 3 or 4 overhead chops, they're done. Or you could just chop off all the limbs and they're done. Now finish him you don't really need for this stage, but that's how you get your sanity back later in the game, but you really don't need it now. Because Pious is not scared of them. Can I save now? Nope. Alright, so let's just repeat. 1, 2. Alright, so you're done. Yeah, it's not really a survival horror game, it's more of like an action game. But a lot of people, because it's more like psychological, it isn't really scary. Alright, so you're done. And if you cut off their heads, they won't be able to see you. So they'll just swing wildly, so you can kind of just take your time with them. And now he can't hurt me at all. And you're done, and you're done. And you can target different limbs. Hey, trying to distract me. Just let me just kill him, because I think I can save after I kill him. Yep. Do a little quick save. I like to save a lot in this game. Let's get out here. They do have kind of like a stamina, but I don't think you can see it. Alright, so basically I think I just have to... Alright, so... And one time in here, this is the only time I ever experienced this glitch. There's actually a glitch where somehow I got knocked into this area, but I fell through it. One of the monsters hit me and I fell through this whole area. And I got stuck and I couldn't move. That's the only glitch I ever... Actually, that was a glitch in this game. And I was never able to recreate it again. I only had it one time. Alright, so this is going to teach you the basics, but I already know them, so it's just going to teach you how to target. So you hold the button down, then you hit left, right, or up to attack. Come on. Alright, so you've done. Alright, now comes the choice. They slightly alter the game which one you pick. Most people, I think, probably pick this because it's more interesting. The creature that, well, you'll find out. But I'm gonna pick this one because I like the way I like the ending of this one. Yes. He's not going to be very pretty, is he? So he essentially just becomes a lich for this, well, you find out later in the game.
Eons have passed since then, and I have learned much. Chatturga's power filled me, invigorating my dead body. With a touch, I could level buildings, rend the ground asunder, and channel power such as mortal men could only dream. Face me, and you shall surely perish.
Alright, so we got the Tome of Eternal Darkness.